My Friend Paige by Dan Sakharov. Narrated by Leanore King.
For P.G. Wodehouse, by way of thanks for the endless laughs when I needed them the most. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, circa 1983. Hey all, my name's Bethie. Looking back, I don't know what I would ever have done without my best friend Paige. If you really want to know the truth about it, there wasn't one single time she didn't pull my non-proverbial ass from the proverbial fire when I needed it. I mean, the girl was just a stone genius. A legitimate phenomenon, you know? Like one of those freakishly creepy supercomputers from that trippy sci-fi movie I can't remember the name of. You know, the one that had that black rectangle in it. I mean, Paige literally had an answer for everything. And at a moment's notice, too. And no matter how much of a curveball she got thrown, she'd talk all calm and cool like those supercomputers. And don't go thinking she was just some kind of bookish intellectual spitting out trivia she memorized for no real reason. No, I'm talking raw, on-the-spot processing power that could demolish problems that left me wondering where the hell to even start. As if that weren't enough, her judgment about everything was absolutely and ridiculously uncanny. Like this one time, I decided I wanted to shave the sides of my hair and stick up what was left with the gel and hairspray and dye it blue. I wouldn't, Paige said without looking up from her novel. You'll look terrible. I don't mind admitting that I was seriously insulted. My friend Tessa had just gone full mohawk and she absolutely murdered it. If I do say so myself, I'm a whole segment or two above Tess on the beauty pole, and if she made it look that good, I would make her look positively sick. Not only that, but who the hell was Paige to judge these things anyhow? Paige somehow was able to walk all over the place in the next best thing to Victorian tweed, with glasses like fish bowls and a haircut that made her look like Mo Howard in drag. What are you talking about? I asked, putting my best "you did not just say that" tone into the question. It's the latest thing. Everyone who's anyone is doing it. I strongly suggest you skip this fad, she replied. Fad? I shot back. Like hell. This is me. I can't go around having all my friends thinking I'm some kind of poser. No, I'm getting it done and I'm going to rock it. Stuff your opinion. Whatever you say, came the answer. But bear in mind that a real punk rebels on the inside. I shook my head at the poor chick, pitying her too much to tell her how ridiculous that sounded coming from her. Well, from here, I'll just cut to the chase. I got the do done and went to a mirror all thrilled to see the new properly punk me, and I think my jaw dropped so hard that it bounced off the linoleum. Paige, that squirrely little house mouse, was literally 20,000% right. I looked like a full-on freak show. Worse, I looked like some middle-class chick from the suburbs who just saw a GBH poster and lost her goddamn mind. Which I have to admit was almost the proper sequence of events. I went straight home, scrubbed out the gel, and bleached my hair back to a passing resemblance of its original blonde. Sadly, the damage was done to my shaved sides, but I guess at least they eventually grew back. There were many other examples of little things like that, but what really gets me is how much she knows without having any way of or any reason for knowing it. Like this one time my friends and I were pulling months of money we saved from our garbage tier paychecks to go see this band in concert. It was a huge investment, but I'll be damned if that record wasn't prime. Save your money, Paige said. That band is made in the studio. They will be terrible live. What the hell do you know about it? You listen to Beethoven. Rachmaninoff mostly, she replied. This band relies on excessive stereophonic trickery, hundreds of overdubs, and gated reverb to produce the recorded sounds you enjoy listening to. Hearing them unplugged, as it were, would not be satisfying for you. What do you know about real live music? I smirked. You never leave your room. Whatever you say, she said. She says that to me a lot. Well, I'll cut to the chase again. The concert was horrible. The lead singer was more of a lead screecher, the guitarist was all out of time, and the bassist didn't do any of those cool slap breaks. I walked out of that place considering all of those months of scrimping and saving lost. Paige, I said, tossing my coat onto the floor of her room and collapsing into a beanbag. I'm going to ask you a favor. Anything you want, she said. Please don't let me do a damn thing from here on in without talking it over with you first, I said. I'm worried one day I'll really screw up. If you want, she said. I'm serious, I went on, leaning forward. Today I just blew a wad on a lousy concert. Tomorrow, who the hell knows what I'll get myself into? Whatever you say, she said. That's my friend Paige. You just can't overstate how much I've come to rely on her. I mean, I may be the engine, but she's the driver, hands down. I'm not exactly a drooling dolt, but I've got something of what you might call a brain that likes to sleep in most days. Paige's brain processes more information in a minute than mine does in a week. I'm sure of it.